show you can. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. I'm Shane Stubbs. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight, coming your way next.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight at 11, a final surge on the campaign trail. Political parties ramping up efforts in the last full stretch before Election Day. Plus, a dramatic high seas pursuit ends in a major drug bust. And a new 5-year agreement inked following months of negotiations between a major public sector union and a key government ministry. The Bahamas Tonight at 11 starts now. Good evening, I'm Desmond Saunders. Welcome to the broadcast. With just days before the May 12th general election, political activity has surged across the country as parties made their final push to voters. The governing Progressive Liberal Party brought its message to Southwest New Providence, where scores gathered at the Farmers Market on Gladstone Road for a high-energy rally. There, the PLP doubled down on its central argument, urging voters to stay the course rather than risk starting anew. Corville Pipe from leads us off at 11 from Gladstone Road.
The crowds here at Gladstone Road are now beginning to leave the rally site after what has been for the Progressive Liberal Party another exciting, engaging rally for progress. We are joined here at 11 by the man who hopes to become the next Member of Parliament for this very constituency, St. James. That, of course, is Mr. Owen Wells of the PLP. Mr. Wells, we heard you on stage tonight. You talked about wanting to end what has occurred here for now 30 years of changing government each election cycle. Why is that so important?
I think it's time that the Bahamas people give a government a chance for we can see what continuity of governments will do. All right, what we've seen thus far for the last 30 years, as you said, is this in and out cycle where there isn't steady growth. One government will be in, they will have their plans, the next government will come in and totally destroy those plans. And that is what's keeping the country stagnant right now. So we are hoping and we know that the Bahamian people will give the PLP another chance.
I could not help to notice that the fact that there were no first-time jitters with you. You seem well composed, ready to be Tuesday's MP, huh?
I might be a newcomer to politics, but I'm not new to this at all.
Well, we wish you all the best. Thank you for spending time with us tonight. And of course, the PLP takes its message from here in southwestern New Providence onto central and south Eleuthera for another rally for progress tomorrow night. Corville Pipe from reporting live for the Bahamas Tonight at 11.
Meantime, the Free Nation movement is intensifying its Fire Forward campaign push, taking its message to the Berry Islands tonight as the race enters its final days. Here's Altavis Munnings.
With the general election campaign in its final stretch, the Free National Movement took its message directly to voters in the Berry Islands Monday night. Several candidates addressed supporters, including the party's candidate for the Berry Islands, Carlton Boleg. He emphasized that the next Free National Movement government will focus on enhancing infrastructure, the economy, healthcare, and emergency services, along with plans to strengthen the fly fishing and tourism sectors of this part of the Northern Bahamas.
When you send me to the House of Assembly after May 12th, Berry Islands, you will be looking at a member of parliament who will be taking the rights for you to have affordable homes here in the Berry Islands. A new school with proper support for every children, including the special eds. A clinic that is not only going to be filled with halfway stock. When you go there, they don't have it. But every day, it will be stocked with medicine for you.
As Election Day draws near, the Free National Movement is hoping that its message of change will resonate across the Bahamas. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Altaviz Munnings.
Well, depending on who you ask, the campaign trail a bit different this cycle. Instead of focusing on issues, a political discourse more so dominated by controversy, clashes, and growing concerns about the tone of politics in the Bahamas. Arlia Cooper has more.
We've seen the social media clips.
All right, everyone good? All right.
And just a simple drive down the Capitol would reveal an alarming amount of billboards. A lot of the behavior exhibited by political figures this election season raising major concerns. One social media user writing, "Should I even vote?" Another decries the change, calling for a look at what the Bahamas is coming to. And the Organization for Responsible Governance Executive Director Matt Aubrey is sounding the alarm, cautioning all sides of the political divide to remember what's most important this election season.
The point is, I think, unfortunately pushing us away from what the election really is, which is an opportunity to think about decisions and things that need to happen in the next 5 years to put the country in a space where it's going to be sustainable and inclusive in opportunity across the board, not just for people in the capital, people across the Family Islands, but all of those groups that historically don't get brought to the table.
Just recently, a billboard personally attacking the Prime Minister raised concerns at a rally on Bimini. This past Saturday, Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, condemns the move.
There is a nasty poster which they put up in Nassau today, and someone ought to report these people for their criminal behavior to the police and ensure that that nasty poster is taken down.
Now, the Free National Movement also issued a statement denying any involvement in the billboard and also speaking against its content. In light of this, Aubrey says leaders must be mindful that the messaging and the back and forth has some impact.
It has an impact on trust. When somebody is looking and trying to understand how this process of governance works, if you see it getting nasty and fights happening and this one's saying that and each side is making terrible accusations or information is coming forward about numbers without context, it almost incentivizes you to sit back and kind of see this as a spectator sport instead of taking it seriously, recognizing that your vote matters, that who you choose to represent your constituency is crucial.
And Aubrey adds that the season has revealed some deficiencies in our system.
We've seen a lot of transparency, a lot of numbers, a lot of information on how the government spends its money or how it has spent its money in past administrations, and it's brought up very quickly and without a lot of context. And so transparency that is maybe politically convenient isn't very valuable. It isn't very important. It can make people react in one way or another without truly understanding how was that money spent in the interest of the citizens.
And as Election Day draws near, the question now is whether the tone of this campaign will push voters away or demand better from leaders. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, Leah Cooper, thanks much. Still to come, gunshots fired and a drug bust on the high seas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. There's more after this.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
Sweet and spicy, marinated fried, tossed with chili. Wow, wow. Garlic and ginger have many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn down the heat for you. Those pepper wings, wash your flavor. Roasted garlic.
Parmesan, taste so good, chicken, you know.
Cloud nine, so many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic Parmesan, taste so good, chicken, you know.
Those pepper wings.
Authorities uncovering a multi-million-dollar marijuana shipment tonight following an hour-long pursuit on the sea. Alia Cooper has the details in this next report.
Two Bahamian men tonight sitting in a cell following their arrest early this morning, the end result of a dramatic pursuit on the high seas. Royal Bahamas Defense Force Lieutenant Darius Adams says it all started around 7 p.m. based on information they received from their U.S. counterparts about a possible drug boat. And here's what happened from there.
We had sent out HMBS Kamalami to go and intercept this vessel. HMBS Kamalami would have spotted this vessel at 12:45 a.m. this morning. And after about an hour chase and hot pursuit, we've sent out the seaboat. We also sent out warning shots to get the vessel to stop. It was at this time at 1:57 p.m. 1:57 a.m. that we apprehended the vessel along with 66 bales of suspected marijuana. We had two persons on board, and they also taken in custody. We also transferred those persons to the police as well.
The suspects, ages 37 and 53. As for the estimated weight of the suspected hydroponic marijuana, that's since been pegged at 2,576 pounds with a street value of $6.4 million. Officials are convinced that based on the route, the men were headed to the capital. The seizure, a testament to the long-standing partnership the Bahamas shares with its biggest ally, the United States. Lieutenant Adams also using today's briefing to update the media on reports of two men missing at sea in the Exumas.
At this time, we have coordinated with the locals around that area to ensure that we attempt to get this rescue going. So earlier this morning, we have sent out our aircraft as well as the U.S. Coast Guard has assisted in this operation. So far, there are negative sightings. We are continuing the operation going on moving forward.
The mission shifts to search and recovery only after 48 to 72 hours. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, after months of negotiations, the Bahamas Public Sector and Healthcare Workers Union and the Ministry of Tourism have crafted a new 5-year contract. Both sides see as a win. Amaya Moss has a story.
A $10 million industrial agreement between the Bahamas Public Sector and Healthcare Workers Union and the National Airport Authority promises improved conditions for roughly 700 airport workers throughout the country. Union President Latanya Simonet speaks to a range of enhanced benefits designed to strengthen protections and support long-term stability within the sector.
On the financial benefit, implementation of salary loans from the Airport Authority, cost of living index, percentage payment, lump sum payment, and general increase in salary. They have leave enhancement, increase in sick benefit, vacation leave, and compassionate leave, as well as introduction of birthday leave, allowances and premiums, increase to shift premiums, implementation of meal voucher for overtime and banking hours provision, performance and policy. They have implementation of high performance compensation and amendment to the handling of major breaches.
Chairman of the Airport Authority, Paul Bevins, called the new 5-year deal that saw input from the Ministry of Tourism an improvement over previous contractual agreements.
This agreement is more than just a document. It is a commitment for our people here at the Airport Authority. It strengthens trust, improves working conditions, and positioning of our airports for continued growth and excellence.
The spotlight now focuses on how this agreement will shape working conditions across the nation's airports in the years ahead. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, thanks, Amaya. A Baha Mar Apostle West project that's set for groundbreaking this 2026 will include a multi-story hotel with over 300 rooms and amenities. It also comes with the initial phase that involves construction of the central utility plant that's leaving a bitter taste in residents of Killarney. Here's West Alex Forbes.
Homeowners remain vocal and adamant about the project. Some of them live as close as 20 feet from the proposed site. Resident Leslie Munnings is among those expressing fear that the placement of the storage tanks could pose potential safety and quality of life issues.
Baha Mar is considering putting, again, industrial-sized fuel tanks, propane tanks, less 20 feet from our homes is disconcerting. With the establishment of fuel tanks, there's also the possibility of explosion. So we asked the Department of Environmental Planning whether they had considered the possibility of explosions and a blast zone.
The utility plant slated for the Scotiabank parcel near Cable Beach will house portable water storage tanks and pumps, electrical power supply equipment, generators, and liquefied petroleum gas storage tanks. Officials from the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection acknowledge that there will be some impact on surrounding residents, but insist that mitigation plans are in place.
This area has been designated a commercial space, and so we look at the communities that are bordering this commercial space. There can be some positive impacts. For example, prices or the value of the property may go up. There are expected to be, however, some negative impacts, especially during construction, increased traffic, noise, dust, things like that.
Residents still aren't convinced. Beyond the safety fears, questions are now being raised about the environmental oversight, despite the scale of the project. Officials confirmed that a full environmental impact assessment was not required.
So this project, because of the nature of the site, there was already some human impact, did not require a full environmental impact assessment by the department. The environmental baseline assessment that was required has been available on the department's website, as well as Bahamas website, as well as Braun, the environmental consultant's website, for the last 2 weeks.
As consultation continue, residents are making it very clear they're not opposed to the hotel's development, but to the proposed location for the central utility plant. They are demanding answers, accountability, and above all, assurance that their safety will not be compromised. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
From cultural celebration to competitive sports, the Bahamas International Dragon Boat Festival is bringing together teams from across the globe, all competing for top honors while embracing unity on the water. Here's Shaquille Dames.
This year's Dragon Boat Festival blends culture and competition, featuring a wide range of categories, from under-18 school teams to open divisions, senior crews, corporate groups, and even armed forces, all competing for medals and top trophies. Vice President of the Chinese Dragon Boat Association, Susie Chan, says the event was created not only to showcase Chinese culture, but also to strengthen community ties and give back in a meaningful way.
So basically this festival was started with the community trying to share our culture and also highlight some of the friendship that we Chinese been here for many years and would like to do something to be more seen in the community and to give back to our community also.
Local head coach of buoys and gulls, Roderick Raming, along with international competitors like head coach Troy McLeod and team manager Michelle of the Sea Dogs boat team from Edmonton, Canada, say teamwork and preparation have been key as they push forward to the finals.
So the challenges we had earlier on in the competition just was timing, getting our timing and cadence right. But we work out the kinks as time goes on, and now we look in good shape for the finals.
And we are very proud to be here representing Canada, essentially, and Western Canada in particular. A week before we came down, it was snow. It was our rivers were just thawing out. We haven't even been on the water until now.
So last year when we were at the Nationals in Montreal, the group of us, the small B team, sat together and said we want to go somewhere exotic next year because we didn't make club crews in Taiwan. So that's how it came about. We decided we wanted to go somewhere exotic. We heard about the Bahamas International Festival, and so that's where it went. So we started off with 7 paddlers interested, and now...
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Shaquille Dames.
Winter Knowles has a look at what's coming up in sports.
VJ and DA head to the second round of the playoffs. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Tasha, what you saying?
Girl,
right here, rushing to cash, J.S. Johnson. I got to renew my insurance.
Oh, I would JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online.
Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind. Every job I've had, I've learned something invaluable. When I was in construction, my brother made us look for the screws and the nails in the dirt because your job could be held up if you ran out of nails. One of the sayings was, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. You are always on the clock. The FNM knows a strong economy means better jobs, more money in people's pocket, and a real comeback. And our team will work every day to make it happen.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome to your Monday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs set to tip off later tonight. And 2 of our very own are one step closer to perhaps an NBA Finals appearance. Saturday night's Game 7 between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics once again proved to the Sixers that they have something special in Bahamian guard VJ Edgecombe amid the 76ers' stunning comeback. The Sixers rookie made history. He would score 23 points in the 109-100 win, helping seal one of the most remarkable comebacks of the postseason. Again, Edgecombe became the first rookie in NBA history with 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, and 5-plus threes in an NBA game. He would go 8 for 17 from the field, hitting on 5 of 11 shots from 3 after tacking on 2 free throws. Again, the young guard accounted for 23 points. The Sixers will open up their second-round series tonight against the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. On the West Coast, DeAndre Ayton coming off a strong opening round series for the Los Angeles Lakers in their win against the Houston Rockets with a big man tandem that features Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. Ayton will have his work cut out for him. However, there should still be plenty of room for optimism in the final 3 games of LA's first-round series. Ayton's play, particularly on the glass, took a huge step in the right direction. During those games of the series, DA recorded 43 rebounds, averaging 14.3 per game. If he can bring that same effort and presence on the glass, the Lakers will have a real puncher's chance in the second round. They open their series against the Thunder tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. In football news, the beach soccer stadium was alive with action, energy, and youthful passion on Saturday as the Sand Wars Youth Flag Football Tournament got underway, bringing together some of the island's most promising young athletes for a full day of fierce competition on the sand. The tournament showcased several dynamic teams across 3 age divisions. We caught up with the organizers Tito Bethel and Reginald Knowles.
This sport is something new to the country. When it comes to Sand Wars, is bringing a connect between flag football and the beach. We grew up playing football on the beach, touch football. So all we did, we brought it together from the flag community and the sand, the beach life, and just make it a fun-filled atmosphere for the kids and adults throughout the country.
What we were trying to do is come up with something different, something that would be high energy, high intensity, impactful, along with football that is growing in the country. So we wanted something different, and sand gave us that element of something different along with flag football.
As for a look at the winners, 10U champions, that will be Team Aces, 12U champs, that will be Team Elite. Team Elite would also take the 14U division as well. As for the female divisions, that will go to Team Purple, and the 14 over champions, that will go to Team CV Bethel. In the track news from over the weekend, Redline Athletics hosting their 5th annual Youth Classic. The event was held at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. It was geared towards competitors from the under 7 to under 20 divisions for boys and girls, with a few open events as well. Organizer Tito Moss, along with track coach Nikino Demerit, spoke about the event.
this meet is a youth-centric meet. We find that some of the other club meets, the little ones, can get lost. So we decided about 4 years ago, to have a meet that's just solely focused on the young kids. And we hold it this time in May every year. And we'll continue to do so. So for us, we have our main meet in January. We have a field events meet, and then obviously we end the year with our third meet, which is the youth meet, the Red Line Youth Track Classic.
Still have about a few more competitions coming up, and basically we're getting ready to travel into an international competition. So we're getting ready to travel in the Northwest competition in June. So this is something to keep us sharp and to keep us ready for that competition.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Monday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Whether you need life insurance, an endowment plan, or health insurance, BAF has you for all stages of your life.
Time now for a weather check with Diane Dorsett. Good evening, Diane.
Good evening. Our satellite picture shows a broad band of clouds with embedded showers and thunderstorms across the northwest and central Bahamas associated with a slow-moving cold front. This front will continue to track southeastward, reaching the southeast Bahamas by tomorrow. Meanwhile, a trailing surface trough over the northwest Bahamas will move eastward and push out into the Atlantic by late Tuesday night. Now let's take a quick check on temperatures around the Family Islands. In the northwest Bahamas, it's 79 degrees in Freeport City, Green, Turtle Key, and Alice Town, Bimini. 76 in Marsh Harbor, Abaco, and in Bullocks Harbor, it is 77 degrees. In Fresh Creek, Central Andros, it's 79. Camps Bay, South Andros, 82. 78 in Harbour Island and Rock Sound, Eleuthera. 79 in Arthurstown, Kid Island, San Salvador, and Rum Key. 85 degrees in Georgetown, Exuma, and for our southernmost islands. It's 86 degrees in Clarencetown, Crooked Island, and Ragged Island. 87 in Betsy Bay and Auckland, 83 in Matthewtown, Inagua. And for the Turks and Caicos Islands, it is 84 degrees. Tonight, you can expect a low of 74, partly cloudy, with the thunderstorms in some spots later on. And for tomorrow, a high of 86 degrees, some sun, then turning cloudy. A couple of thunderstorms in the morning, followed by showers in the afternoon. Now, looking ahead through the rest of the week, you can expect mostly cloudy skies with lingering showers and thunderstorms through Tuesday, after which conditions will improve with skies clearing up by Saturday. Not for long, though, as another weak front will enter the northern Bahamas right after. Now, we'll be getting highs in the low 90s on Saturday and Monday, and lows around the mid-70s all week. That's your late night look at weather. Have a good night, everyone.
Well, that does it for the Bahamas Tonight at 11. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
That was fun.
Yes, Jasmine, it's always fun. But...
What? The thing with the thingy?
I love the thingy. Especially when you do the thingy with the whatchamacallit. But I was thinking, we've been going out for a month now. Maybe it's time we took things to the next level.
Cool.
This isn't exactly what I meant, but okay.
In a world where our health defines our future and the Caribbean stands on the front lines of climate change, rising NCDs and global challenges, knowledge becomes our greatest defense. Caribbean Medical TV is your guide on the journey to wellness and insight, featuring our region's own doctors, nurses, climate specialists and medical institutions. From physical well-being to the emotional and mental balance we all deserve. Caribbean Medical TV empowers you because building a healthier future isn't just a regional goal, it's a global responsibility. In the Caribbean, vitality isn't just a goal, it's a way of living. Connect with the region through knowledge, hope, and the power of Caribbean resilience on Caribbean Medical TV, where awareness becomes power. Join the conversation, join the movement. Be viewing Season 4 of Caribbean Medical TV right here on this station.
We are here in the time of need. There's no discrimination. The mission is to relieve the suffering. We volunteer, we deliver care. With donors and partners, we're always here to turn compassion into action. Protecting life and health with our training throughout the years. We empower to heal the world. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. There is hope, assistance with disasters. There is shelter and love for our people. We can work together to help those in need. So volunteer with us and donate to show you care. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas. Community farming for food security. Climate programs suited for our island country. Together, let's build a more resilient Bahamas.
This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
What does disability look like? In a busy airport terminal, at the check-in counter, at security checkpoints, or even in baggage claim? Passengers with hidden disabilities often go unnoticed. Globally, 1 in 7 persons have some form of a disability. 80% of those disabilities are non-visible. In an airport environment, workers are often unaware of hidden physical, mental, or neurological disabilities that some passengers live with. This can lead to frustration and a less than ideal travel experience. So, how do we make the invisible more visible? At LPIA, we've implemented the Sunflower Lanyard program. The lanyards are visual cues for airport workers to immediately identify passengers who might need additional assistance. NAD is teaming up with the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities and key stakeholders at LPIA to launch the internationally recognized initiative. We're joining more than 180 airports and 26 countries already in the program. NAD is the first organization in the Bahamas to recognize the Sunflower Initiative. It's a way to show our continued commitment to making LPIA a safe, welcoming, and inclusive airport for all. Passengers needing to secure a free Sunflower lanyard can email sunflower@nas.bs or call 1242-397-8600. For more information, visit www.nassauLPIA.com.